My fucking speakers, boys.
Maximum.
Yeah, I'm up.
Maximum overdrive.
Hated that.
Wow, I hated that.
I love that.
Okay, does that work for you guys?
You're at 169.
Hey.
Yeah, well, yeah, because my speaker's already maxed out. Here, Sophia also gets 169.
Sophia's a 169 kind of girl.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'll get the music started, and we'll get started in just a momento.
Okay.
A nice memento. How is everybody?
I'm good. Nicole, how are you?
I'm good.
Caitlin, how are you?
My name's Nicole. I've been addicted to alcohol for like
Hi,
the past 2 months.
Did that whole day today, man.
So are we all layered up on one computer, or everybody's on their own computers and just screaming into yours?
What?
Ooh.
Here, let's unmute Rhythm. I did.
I did not.
What do you laugh about?
8 to 12 on Thursday, but that's not a bad idea either.
Not terrible. Where's the sandwiches?
Yo, I want to cross the fucking. I want to cross.
They actually closed at 9:15, but Lauren ordered it already.
Want to do reps? Reps?
Reps?
Reps.
Reps?
Reps.
Reps. Who's
I hate. I just hate.
I just hate. Alright. I'm just crying.
Off to a good start.
Christian, are we gonna fight something today?
Probably. Maybe.
Probably, maybe is okay, I guess.
My own demons. Like my own inner demons.
I'll just fight my own.
Can I just get absorbed by the main quest? Can I be a nice appy for the main quest?
Can I get it? Can I be
For the main
an
quest?
appy? Appies and zerts.
I never say that again, thank you.
Christian said never say that again, please. Thank you.
No.
So is the delay really bad if it's on everybody's computer?
What do you mean?
Like, if I try to talk on everybody's computer, is the delay really bad?
Probably, but we're not fucking around with that because I just have you on my computer and I just have you turn the fuck up. Nicole, you can hear
Turn
it.
the fuck up. Just remember that you could adjust rhythm accordingly. Like, you could turn it down in Discord.
Yeah,
If it's too loud
I
for
put
you
them
guys.
like 75. I think 75 is a cute spot.
Cute squat. All right. So, where we last left off, you guys had finally made your way over to very nice, fun town of Veloci. Things here, maybe not so great. You guys are kind of in the middle of a couple of different things, a couple of different paths right now, exploring a multitude of different issues that the city is having, whether that be the beast in the woods, whether that be the memory loss issue everybody here seems to be having, whether that be Temperance, the tiefling, who seemingly committed a bunch of murders but can't remember them all, and you guys believe him, or the haunted house. There is a lot to do here and more coming every day because you guys, in some ways, represent a little hope. Very briefly, you met another traveler who passed through here, Annie Scholes, who was very quickly clubbed by Frederick Giltspill and sent on to Harkenvost. you guys are very confident that that place must be a bad place, and Guildspittle's a fuck, so you killed him, and another Guildspittle showed up the next day. Where we had ended the session, everybody was kind of scattered around, about to go talk to Cecilia, when Guildspittle made his final announcement for the evening that there is a terrorist in the country, a traitor, by the name of Luke Wagner.
Oops.
And he is to be detained on site. That is where we left off, and we will pick up right the fuck there.
Hey,
Yes.
wait, check this out. I throw a rock at Frederick to knock him out.
Throw a rock, you know.
All right, you run back to the square. Frederick is there. He looks towards you. Good night. You throw the rock. Falls off the platform.
Oops.
There you go. Now let's go find Luke.
You all saw that rock fall from the sky.
Guildspittle begins pushing himself up. Anybody see somebody throwing rocks around here?
Nah, the
He
sky.
looks over to you. He looks over to you guys.
Big Shruggy.
You guys ever see that? You guys ever see that video of the woman in like Target and she throws a bucket on somebody's head and then puts a bucket on her own head?
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of happening with another townsperson that's walking by. He's gonna start rubbing his own head like he also got hit in the head. He just shrugs and points to the sky.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
even believe it, right? Thank you. Queen, thank you.
Yeah.
He winks to you and just kind of goes on his own way. You guys are now looking for
Like
Luke.
him. Yeah, we gotta look for Luke.
All right. Count as a little bit of buzz. That is not a normal announcement by any stretch of the imagination. And unfortunately for you guys as well, the guard is on the move, and they are also looking for Luke. Very quickly, though, they do kind of remember that you're associated with him. So in the process of trying to find him, you would get a small contingent of guards coming over to you to very quickly speak. They walk up to your group, who's still a little bit divided, but they'll find a Kave and say, oh, we don't want any trouble. Where is the bright, flashy one?
Oh, I heard he was at. Wait. Hold on. Time out. What's a good lie I could come up? Because I was gonna say Siri Camp, but I remember he was that last. What's a good lie I could come up with?
Wait, I'm a good liar. Hold on.
Hey, Aleph, roll for lie.
Okay, maybe roll.
I
Maybe
have a really good deception.
Okay, what are you going to say?
Well, because he went to your Siri Camp. He went there last.
Yeah.
I want to say there, and I don't want to say the magic.
Okay, make a persuasion or a deception check, your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna. Where the fuck is my character sheet? I'm gonna roll persuasion.
The motherfucking sauce.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he got out of town.
Okay, yeah, we're
20
good.
and 16, both good. They both nod to you. All right, well, thank you for your cooperation. Please keep your head down, stay out of trouble.
And they'll start cautiously looking at each other and beginning to head in that direction of the caravan. But they do seem to be trepidatious. Fighting the Siri, maybe not a good idea to raise tensions right this second. So they're kind of at the gate, not making any direct moves right this second. You guys continuing the search? Okay. Doesn't take long to hear angry shouts starting to come back from the town square. Very quickly headed in that direction. You'll see Luke. He is there, standing by the big statue in the center of town that you guys haven't really stopped by yet. With him, though, there are two guards kind of just pressed up against the walls of different areas, hands up, and they're surrounded on three different sides by Assyri men who are kind of just pushing them around and saying something in a different language. Luke is like, gentlemen, this is not required. We do not want there to be a big fuss.
Oh boy.
This
Oh.
is not the man you're looking for.
Oh, combat. Yeah, hey, look.
You guys are breaking up for me so bad.
Christian Drosky.
No, it's your computer. What I'll have you guys do is
Everybody just join the Discord channel, but mute me and just hear me from one computer.
That's what
But-
we have.
Yeah, that's what we have.
I don't.
No. Hear me from your computer. Everybody speak from theirs because I cannot hear you guys.
Oh, okay. So he says join the chat, but keep everything like yourself because he can't hear you guys
And
that well.
only one speaker is going to be listening.
Just use
Only
push to
one
talk.
speaker is gonna play Christian's voice.
Okay.
So I'm joining, but I'm muting myself.
No, you're gonna
No.
keep yourself on mute and you're gonna mute everyone else. You're gonna mute me and yada yada yada.
No. You're gonna mute Christian.
No, you're gonna mute me too
everybody
because if
else
I speak, it's
but
gonna come out
yourself,
there.
But yourself.
Yeah, mute everything but yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I said.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Okay, here, check this
I
shit out.
figured it out.
Move your elbows. Move your elbows. Move your elbows. Oh god, here we go. What's happening?
Hold on. I'm trying to mute myself. That one.
Just click deafen. Deafen. Fuck! That doesn't
No,
work.
deafen mutes you.
Mute.
Stupid.
It's right for you.
Or just have the phone.
Caitlin, you've muted yourself.
I know.
There we go. Okay, so Nicolette's good. I hear myself and I hate it. Oh, because I have to mute everyone.
So if I were to speak, do I have to do anything?
No, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, because he's saying.
Just put yourself on push to talk if possible.
It's Bean!
You said people should be on push to talk.
Yeah, because that makes it better for me because I'll start to hear an echo.
Okay.
Do I do Caitlin?
No. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everyone but you. Everyone but you.
Did you mute everyone but you? Did you mute everyone but you?
Yeah.
Okay, Christian said we have to put ourselves on push to talk, otherwise you're going to echo.
How do I do that?
Thank you so much for it. I'm trying.
How do I do push to talk?
You gotta go into the settings, hit that button.
Very bottom, right where it says your name and your number and everything.
You're gonna voice and video, and then you're gonna go and click push to talk, and you're gonna set how you want keys. Right now, it's at backspace.
Backspace may not be recommended if your backspace like backs you out of the thing. I have mine on control.
I control too much, so I just alt.
Everybody good?
No. Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Papu,
Can you
Daddy
hear me?
Papu. Yes, I can hear you.
Is mine working?
Yep, perfect. Nicolette, let me hear yours. Nicolette.
Hello.
Okay, perfect. That's way better for me. Thank you. All right, so now that I can hear everybody, and we're semi-squared away, you can see Luke kind of desperately being like, we can just calm this down. Yeah, it doesn't have to be problems. Friends, listen, this is... and you hear one of them kind of drunkenly wander up to him and kind of clap him on the back. No, you listen here, Mr. Wagner. You're a good man. You're no traitor. I named my child after you. He goes, okay, I just met you. You do not have to name your child after me. But thank you. It's drawing a lot of attention.
Wait, who are these people again?
These are Assyri caravan guards,
Oh. So.
and they are all fairly drunk.
Oh, okay. So we'll just be like, hey, friend, come here.
Oops, sorry, I gotta move you guys 1 sec. Put you on the wrong layer. Hey, no, you're all good. They look over towards you, but only like one or two of them. The rest aren't interested. The others are getting a little more aggressive with the guards by the second.
I'm gonna say we're gonna have to hop on in.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Non-lethal takedown, boy.
one of the series kind of points at the guard's chest, who looks down and flicks him up in the nose. The guard is going to swing at him. So that's just a simple strength check. One sec. A 19 does hit, so that is 2 damage to the Siri man. He just swings and clubs him right in the chin. The Siri takes that, turns his head, turns back to him, smiles, kind of wiping his bloodied lip, and he will also swing back. That is a 9, but now the pummeling is beginning, and the other group is starting to beat up their guy as well. You guys doing anything?
We're gonna have to jump in.
I'll run in.
Okay, you start running. Feel free to move your tokens. As soon as the fighting starts, Luke goes, no, this is not necessary. He starts grabbing the one that's next to him and saying, tells him to stop. And the guy's too drunk to really listen to him. For this, we're going to go ahead and roll initiative. I will take care of Laura. Let's switch up the music. Oof. Okay. All right. Top of the turn order is the Asiri guard, who is going to continue pummeling their guys. That is 2 punches for each of them. So, and they have pack tactics. So that's going to be on the first guy. That is natural 20 hits, a 16 hits, 17 hits, 15 misses, 16 hits. That is 2. That's 4. 6, 8, 10. So they bludgeon the first guard into near unconsciousness as he's kind of just becoming a bloodier and bloodier heap. Up north, the caravan guards are going to start punching this guy. That is 2, 4, 6 hits. Well, not 6 hits, 3 hits, but 6 damage as he too is now getting bloodied. Elora is up next. She is going to start running in up behind Brielle. So that's 30. Get to here. Scout's going to run up. Elora's going to hold her action to see what you guys do. Aelith, you're up.
I'm gonna cast slow on the whole group.
On everyone? Okay. It's a big fucking spell, big area. You guys watch as Ayla does something she hasn't really done before. She has this glaive at her side, and you watch as she kind of bites her thumb and rubs her blood along the edge of the blade, almost instinctually. And as she raises the glaive up, you watch as this wave of energy starts to slow over the group. The mist that slowly falls is now falling even slower. We'll see who makes their saves. It's a wisdom save, I believe. So for the 3 caravan guards there. What is your save DC? Okay, 1 makes it there. And in the bottom 3. No, yeah, that's a lot of fails. Okay, so this one is, we'll use the net for slow. Slow. Huh?
Only up to 6 players, so
Okay, so then all of the ones in the main groups here would have failed. So they are all slowed, and you guys watch as the spell kind of starts taking hold. All their movements become like they're purposely trying to do a slow motion impression. It's not so fast that you can't get. It's so slow that you can't get hit, but it is remarkably slow. And this one over here kind of gets wide-eyed, trying to figure out what's going on. Brielle, you're up.
Doesn't want to talk to you.
Why not? She don't like me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm pinging?
Okay. What you gonna do? Ooh, longbows going right for the kill shots, huh? Both hit.
Nick,
Well,
Nick, did you mean to try to kill him? He wants to knock him out.
Non-lethal.
Okay, so she wants to go non-lethal. Okay, roll the damage.
I'm sorry, do both of those actually hit? The 12
Both of
hits?
those actually hits, yes.
who are you aiming for?
The caravan guard, 16 damage. All right, you get the same guy. You get him once in the thigh, once in the ass, and he's like, ah! Just kind of yells out, turns to look at you a little bit in surprise.
And Scout.
Oh, and Scout. Scout's going to run up. He's got 40 feet of movement, so he could definitely get there, weaving around a little bit. And Scout will bite, and he will do it non-lethally. Just try to, like a police dog, bite him in the arm and take him to the ground. That is an 18, which absolutely does hit. And 8 piercing. Scout bites him in the arm and starts shaking, but not enough to get him down. The guy is screaming bloody murder at this point. Guards are definitely aware. The guards are up. These two aren't going to do anything, but on this round, these guards will show up. Use half their movement to get here, so that's 15 there, 15 there. 15 there. Okay, that's those guards there. That's all they're going to do. They're not carrying bows, just spears right now, but they look mad. Akave, you're up.
All right, so like we're not friends with the caravan now. Oh Jesus!
No, I mean, I feel like we should not get them on our bad side.
But like, so why is Nicolette shooting them?
Wait, what kind of shooting? Like, these are guards, right?
Yes, regular
All right.
town guards.
I'm gonna go for the town guard.
Wait, no, what?
The town.
We shouldn't be
Wait, no,
hurting
no.
anybody. Everyone should.
No, then.
I think we gotta, like, keep them peaceful.
We should be non-lethal fighting everybody. Nobody should be
I'm not trying to
dying.
kill. So, can I
So
knock
you
out
should
the
be
town
going
guard?
for the Asiri.
Oh, this is the.
No, right now they're trying to stop.
Christian,
the
can you
Asiri.
explain it?
Yeah, what the fuck's going on? Because everyone's confused.
Okay, so purple people are the Asiri caravan guards. These are the part of the Asiri. Their job is to guard the caravans. They are here drunkenly inside the city for whatever reason, protecting Luke. The guards are coming, hunting Luke, but they see the Asiri are attacking their people. So both sides are about to come to blows.
So fight everyone.
What'd you say?
So fight everyone.
Aelith, not you, Peter. Aelith, what are you saying?
No, I'm just, like, wondering why they're even here.
They seem to be protecting Luke. Apparently, he made drunken friends.
He doesn't even seem to wanna talk to them, so...
No, he definitely was. You were with him earlier. You know that his next choice was the Asiri, but it seems like he made very good friends. You absolutely can attack people non-lethally if that's what you would like to do. If you're going for disabling shots and not kill shots, you can make that very clear. It's your choice who you're going to get into a scuffle with.
Yeah, I don't think we should be like killing any of the guards. Like, I know that they're coming for Luke, and the Assyri are protecting Luke currently, but I don't think we should be killing them because we still, have shit to do here. Yeah.
I just want to know who
The guards. I would be going for the Veloci guards.
The Assyri, you mean?
All right, I'm gonna go fight the fucking Veloci guards. I'm glad we figured that out. Jeez.
Aelith, why aren't we fighting them? Like, we should be protecting Luke, right?
You guys can do whatever you would like to do. Peter, if you
We're
want to
in their
attack, you're
city,
free
correct?
to.
But, like, they're also coming to kill or collect Luke, and we're trying to figure out why they would figure Luke is a traitor right now. We should be protecting him currently. I didn't say kill.
Okay, Kabe, if you'd like to fight them, you're more than welcome to. If you'd like to try something else, maybe a method of diplomacy, you're more than welcome to. But if you think they look too mad and you want to start swinging, you feel free. It's your choice. Nobody else can influence it. Just make your decision.
Okay, right here, this fucking shit right here, is that like scaffolding, like a building being built?
Yes, it's the husk of a building that hasn't been completed.
All right, can I, like, using, like, I don't know, something, can I, like, kind of pull down, like, a support beam, like, so I can try to make a path, like, block the path off for the rest of these guards?
So you want to... I would say, yeah, it's fairly possible. They would, if you managed to collapse this building right here, all the scaffolding comes crashing down. It would do a lot of property damage, but this pathway here would be cut off. Unfortunately, Alora is underneath it, so she would have to make her save to not be kerplunked with it. But that would cut them off to only coming in through here.
But then Brielle would be stuck there.
Well, no, Brielle can run around just like anybody else can, but it's just a longer path. So do you want to try to bring that building down?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And
okay.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check to see if you could figure out where the primary support beams are. Three. You're looking. You're like, all right, this motherfucker has to come down. There's no supporting beams here. Wait, how are there no supporting beams here? You start looking at it. You got to run up to it at this point to try to figure out what to do. You don't have an exact idea of where to attack specifically, but if you start hitting the biggest pieces of wood with your fist, maybe they'll start breaking. Do you want to aura it, or are you going to do something else?
If I do that, it's going to be a strength check? What's the story?
No, not a strength check. It's just going to be how much damage you can do to the building, basically.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
All right, go for it.
I'm going to summon arms for this because I need the extra blows.
All right, you summon your stand and... 23, 21, natural 1, 15. Yeah, okay, so all those except the last one hits. All those except the natural one, rather. Okay, you swing, break into one, it dents halfway. Swing another one, it snaps in half. It starts to creak a little bit, but it's not coming down. You grab another support beam on that side, swing, dent it again. Not enough to take the whole building down, but you're doing significant damage to it. Yeah, without being able to locate where the primary support beams were, it gets a little harder.
Okay.
But they do see this happening, and they're starting to slow their pace, so that might happen. Did I skip Caitlin? Okay, Caitlin, Savari, you're up. Savari, you're up.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna attack the same guard that Brielle attacked. Non-lethal.
Okay, go for it. Go ahead and roll an attack. 11 is actually a hit. Let's go ahead and roll non-lethal damage on that. Okay, it only had 4 hit points left, so you come up behind, draw your blade, looking for an opportunity. You just take it from the blunt end, and boom, right in the back of the head. He goes unconscious.
All right, he's knocked out at least.
The guards start to relax a little bit, seeing that you're being helpful, but the Assyri are panicked, seeing how badly things are turning. Nil, you're up.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go for this one here.
Okay. Non-lethal, I'm assuming?
Yeah, non-lethal. I'm just gonna use my short sword.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, natural 1 misses, but natural 20 absolutely does hit. Okay, 10 damage. You just kind of go up behind him and swing right at the back of his thigh. He yells out, kind of slows down a little bit, but even the blood falling out of him drips slowly because they are still under the effects of the slow spell. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, sorry.
Luke will raise his hands and say, "Please, everyone, this is not necessary." He's going to try to make a persuasion check with disadvantage over the fighting. One sec. It's still a 19. I'm going to roll an insight check for the Assyri to see if you can get them to stop. So that's just a wisdom for them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 checks. Okay, so only one of them doesn't stop, and it's the asshole next to him. But the other ones, seeing so many guards coming in, they're slowed, so they can't do as much damage as they normally would. They would look around and begin to drop the weapons that they were drawing on the ground and begin to raise their hands. The one next to him grabs him. He's like, "You can't do this, Luke. We gotta help you. You're not a traitor, Luke. Don't say that." He's gonna pull out his crossbow and go fire at one of the guards that are coming. This one right
buddy!
here. That is a 13, which hits. Misses. One of the guys catches it in the shoulder, yells out, and stumbles back, but they manage to catch him. Luke looks at him and says, "Don't, you fucking asshole!" Elora is going to actually come up to here and hold up her hands to the guard and say, "Whoa, don't. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. It's under control. We got this. We're helping. Calm down." They all kind of look towards Akabe, who's currently trying to beat down a building. Elora is going to make a persuasion check with disadvantage. That is an 8. The guards are going to make their insight. I'll make one group roll. Natural 20. They said, "Fuck that." They're still pushing in. Elora, Aelith, you're up. Magic. Okay. He hears what you're whispering. He sees your hand coming and he grabs it. He goes, "Stop. Let's not make the situation any worse for any of us, okay? Just stop. It's fine." But do you want to use your action for something else? The guy next to him is still fighting. Okay, make a persuasion check. There's a 14 versus your 18. He's like,
Nice.
He's halfway in the middle of reloading the crossbow. He knocks the next bolt in. He's getting ready to raise it. You say that. He kind of looks around and lowers it a little bit. You see tears in his eyes a little bit as he kind of just like, but Luke.
It's okay. We'll take care of him. Don't worry.
Okay. He just drops his crossbow.
Jesus.
He looks up. I'm sorry, Luke.
He goes, like I said 15 times, it's fine. I did not ask for the help. But thank you so much. Such a good friend.
He goes, I know. You gonna keep punching building in Cave, or are you gonna?
Don't skip Brielle. Oh wait, no.
We're out of combat right now, unless you guys want to keep going.
I mean,
because the guards slow down at this point. Yeah, the guards slow down, seeing that people have surrendered, so they're not running anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep punching this fucking building.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna keep punching this fucking building.
You are going to keep punching the building? Can anybody confirm that for me? He said he's going to keep punching the building.
Yeah, because if they're still, even though they're not running, they're still gonna come to arrest Luke, right?
Probably is what's gonna happen.
Well, Luke just refused my turning him invisible, so sounds like he wants to talk with them.
All right, then I'm not gonna punch a building anymore. I had a really constructive day. I'm just gonna go walk.
The fist stops just short, and you're convinced with like another couple of hits, you might have been able to take this building down. So you stop for a second. Maybe let's stop at minor property damage. You draw this other aspect of yourself back inside of you. The guards begin pushing up a little bit, just kind of taking stock of the area, keeping things surrounded. Within the next minute, though, there are plenty more guards showing up that if you had turned this into a fight, could have been real bad real fast.
Did they need this many guards? I don't think they needed this many guards.
They've never heard a statement like that there is a terrorist, a traitor to the country inside the town of Veloci, and it's somebody who's been going around asking questions. Hell no. They got the whole guard here because they got nothing else to do. Things are tense.
Legitimately.
Nobody's making another move. Everything's calm momentarily. After a second, you do see coming out from in between the buildings, running to catch up with everything, a familiar face. Sheriff Wesker. All right. Everybody calm down. Never a dull day in this fucking town, huh?
Clearly not at all.
She looks over to you guys, looks at the situation, sees that you guys have helped contain the situation as much as possible. Where are you at, Wagner?
I'm over here.
I'm right here. I'm not fighting. I did not start the fight. I was trying to stop everything. All right, no worries. My hands are kind of tied, though. I do need you to come with me. That is fine. That is understandable. I'm going to come now. I have no weapons on me. Everybody please relax. The guards immediately tense up. No, this is the opposite of what I said.
Logic.
He goes hands raised high in the air. He leans into you real quick, Aelith, and whispers something.
Relax. It's going to be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
You're going to keep walking. He'll go around, walk up to the sheriff, hold his wrists out. And you got where you're at, Brielle. You can kind of hear her say to him, "I'm real sorry about this. I don't think that you're what they say you are, but I do have to. I have to take directions on this one. Yes, that is fine. I understand. Scary times." And he just holds out his wrists, and she does manacle them. She looks at the Asiri and says, "All right, just bring him to the gate. Let him out the city." Guards hesitate for a second but begin moving, but very quickly there is a secondary response. Do not do that. Gentleman appears from the south, wearing much finer armor than the rest of them. We are under strict orders from the Baron. Have them arrested. Wesker immediately looks in his direction.
Oh, well, good evening, Hemlock. Crawled out of your little hole, did you? And he looks at her. That is still captain to you, Sheriff Wesker. And she does a little bow, takes off her hat. Well, I'm very sorry, but as you can see, this is inside the town of Veloci, which is my jurisdiction. And Hemlock just smiles. Yes, that is true. If they didn't come from outside the walls first, they are an exterior problem under my jurisdiction. And he holds up a scroll. Orders from the Baron. She frowns. The guards are hesitant for a moment. A second power struggle happening here for a moment, but she relents. She raises her hands. All right. Do what you gotta do. And the guards will immediately move in and begin arresting the Asiri.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and all the Asiri begin getting hauled away.
Not fit. Not fit.
What are you guys saying? Not that what?
Yeah, I just hate that Thanos snapped and half the map disappeared.
Sorry, you guys are breaking up real bad. What happened?
Half the map disappeared. Thanos snap.
Yes, very true. This older man walks up to you guys at this point. He is grizzled, got the heavy, like, horseshoe style mustache, the handlebars, the whole thing, graying hair in the back. Not quite an Eric Saltcliffe, maybe a little more put together than Eric Saltcliffe. But he looks to your group and says, I am very sorry if you haven't had the chance to meet yet. I am Captain Elamos Hemlock.
Hello.
Hi.
I operate the exterior guard and the vault guard for the city and manage its defenses. I believe that you are also outsiders of Veloci from what I am hearing. Wesker at this point steps up. Alamos, you are pushing your limits. You don't want to have a problem like last time, do you? And he just immediately just shoots daggers in her direction. It is a very tense moment between the two of them, like as if it could come to blows at any second. I'm just asking questions, Sheriff.
I'm glad me and NIL are stuck here.
Doing good investigatory work. I'm sure you're somewhat familiar with the practice, yes? She just kind of grits her teeth for a second. Sure am, Wesker. Sure am. He looks at the rest of you. I have no reason to currently take you in for questioning, besides being confidants of the traitors to the country, which is, well, questions will come for that later, but for now, keep your nose out of trouble. And he'll head off. She's still with you guys. Luke Wagner, still in handcuffs, just kind of walks up next to her. Kind of leans on her for a second. I understand you're having a rough day. If you want to take these off, I could just leave and maybe we could do this later. And she just kind of grabs him by the shackles. All right, let's go. She's like, okay, goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. I'll remember you all in therapy. And then off they head, and they're just kind of leaving you guys alone in the square.
I wish I did like a fucking persuasion check. I could have tried. On Wesker, I could have said that's not Luke Wagner, that's his brother, Kurt.
I'm done.
Who's this Kurt you speak of?
How many hours of role-playing dialogue do you have to do to fight him?
There's more fights than that coming, if depending on what you do. Not all about fist. or fisting.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
fisticuffs. Here we go, guys.
All right, you guys are kind of alone in the square. A lot of people looking at you from like various windows and doorways. You guys doing anything?
Would it be rude if I yelled out, "What the hell are we looking at"?
I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna get like yelled at and beat.
I'm gonna yell, well, that sucked.
I mean, I want to find out what they think he did, or if they don't even have anything.
Beat up Frederick.
You following her back to the guardhouse?
Yeah, is Frederick still around?
That's what I would ask.
He's a little bit off to like the northwest. You want to go chase him?
Yeah, let's go chase down that little bitch.
Yeah, let's go beat him with rocks.
We are talking
Yeah,
about
go punch him.
Frederick, right? You did say Frederick?
Let's go throw more rocks at him.
But I had to update his. Hey, Nicole, I don't know what's going on with your mic, but it's blasting.
It's blasting?
Yeah, like if you say anything too loud, it comes out as like a deep fried meme where it's like.
A deep fried meat. Okay.
I don't know. No, meme.
What? Meme?
You never seen a deep fried meme before?
A deep fried meme.
Noel has no idea what a deep fried meme is.
I was gonna say, if you want to send it in the Discord, I'll.
You want to send her a deep fried Oreo meme while Nikolai yells in my ear?
Deep fried meme.
Your mic sounds like what this picture looks like. Okay, good. So you guys want to go talk to Guildspittle, right?
Yeah, maybe hit him with rocks.
Okay. You guys immediately head off to the gallows area where he kind of sits at the edge of the gallows, kind of kicking his feet a little bit as he leans back and looks up at the night sky.
Ayo, Guildspittle.
Oh, hey, my good friends. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I don't have any messages for today. What can Mr. Gillspittle help you with?
We want to know what exactly Luke supposedly did, according to the Baron, to make him a traitor.
Oh no, the Baron didn't say that he's a traitor. That comes down from Markenvost.
Oh, right. Yeah. What do they think he did?
He pulls out the scroll again and begins looking at it. Says here, if anybody asks me about the nature of the crimes, sorry, I have trouble. Yeah, he turns it around. It's a blank piece of paper. Oh, sorry, Dave, they enchant these, so only Mr. Guildspittle's friendly eyes are supposed to be able to read them. But when I drink too much, I have trouble reading the big words.
Does someone detect magic?
Oh, yeah, you're right. If anyone asks about the nature of the crimes, I am to deflect to the local constabulary and or inquisitor.
And what? Tell them people were asking, or?
I guess you're just supposed to go have a meeting with them.
So basically, you have to go be a tattletale, is what you're saying?
No, I don't know. Is that a violation of somebody's private business if you go out explaining all their crimes?
I mean, we just want to know why he was arrested. Like, how bad could it have been? So
I've never had an announcement before like this one, so I guess it's pretty bad.
I'm gonna try persuasion.
Okay, go ahead. What are you trying to persuade him to do?
I'm gonna tell him to tell us Luke's crimes, because Luke hasn't been arrested yet and he's being hard to find. And if we know what crimes he did, he might commit it again, so we might catch him.
All right. I mean, I just don't know his crimes. I don't get told that kind of thing. The paper doesn't say the crimes; it just says what I'm supposed to read.
Well, that was fucking useless.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. You could try talking to the Inquisitor. Oh, sorry, they're dead. Maybe try Mr. Hemlock. He's a good right fellow there.
Is that who you got the scroll from, or did you just get them magically in your pocket?
No, I get them from the Ravens. They come on down from Arkansas and deliver the messages.
Have you ever been to Harkenboss?
Oh, yeah, come from a long line of gill spittles. Yes, I do. Whole families from there.
But you personally, have you live there? You go there often?
Yeah, once upon a time. One sec. Hold on one second. I'm just getting a phone call. Talk amongst yourselves.
I just like to state, me and Nicolette still cannot sit next to each other when we do a live D&D.
What?
Me and Nicolette still cannot sit next to each other anytime we do live D&D.
Why? What happened?
A screeching that is going on between us right now.
All right, I'm back. But he's like, oh, yeah, long line of gill spittles all from the capital. It's good work. Honorable job.
Drinks a little bit from a flask that he just suddenly pulls out of nowhere.
So can you, like, we're really curious. Like, it sounds like Harkenboss is really cool. Can you tell us more about that?
Beautiful city. Roads lined with gold. People think that they're paved with gold, but it's not. It's just lined with it because that'd be unreasonable when gold doesn't hold up too well in the, the elements and whatnot. Enough food for everyone, housing for everyone. It's like a little paradise, and they got big walls, always manned, so we're safe from the evils of that.
Just kind of spits on the floor.
Maduris put on us here. So, yeah, fucking Arkansas is the best place to be.
You said to speak to the Inquisitor if we had any questions about the crimes against Luke. Why would the Inquisitor know?
Oh, well, the Inquisitors are the law agents of the capital. They typically work under the local baron or governor or what's that other big fancy word?
Lord?
No, there's only one lord in this land, and that's Lord Harkin. It's a funny word. I don't know, but it's kind of related to governor, baron, or some sort. Burgermeister, because it sounds like hamburger. Anyway, the Burgermeisters, they work under them, and they're like legal and political advisors for the barons and whatnot. Yeah. But we don't got one anymore. Yeah, he died.
But if you were the one that got the raven about Luke, and that came from Arkansas, why would the Inquisitor know?
Well, I suppose they tell him that, give him information and whatnot that I might not get, you know what I'm saying? But there's not one here, so I don't know.
I'm insetting what he said about Harkenboss.
Am I crazy? There is an Inquisitor in this town, right?
You haven't heard anything about it until like now. Yeah, people have said stuff, but you haven't heard anything specifically.
Would the Baron know about the crimes?
Maybe. I suppose he'd be the next best bet if it wasn't the Inquisitor.
I'm thinking we're probably gonna have to go to the Inquisitor.
Okay.
That
Like
also, yeah, we have to go
I
there
said,
now.
the Inquisitor's dead. I don't think we got one currently.
What happened to him?
I think it was like a year back or whatever. Yeah, there was like I guess like a sickness that swept through town a couple years ago. It's hard to remember things. I'm not from here. I just hear things.
I thought he was I'm
Oh no, that was my brother. Yeah, my brother died in a horrible accident. But I'm a new guy.
No, not him. I thought there was an Inquisitor that we had talked to the sheriff about. Am I crazy? Am I like? Am I in a different world?
Inquisitor was mentioned last time, but I think they were talking about a general Inquisitor, not here. Something about having to take it up with an Inquisitor.
All right. Well, the next best thing is we're going to probably have to go to the Baron, and you're going to have Peter talk to the Baron because he's the only one that will talk to him.
Who the fuck is Peter?
Sorry, Kave.
Christian, I rolled insight on what he said about Arcanbus.
He's got a lot of specific details. You feel like he's being honest.
Unless it was planted.
Could absolutely be planted.
I really feel like asking the
You kind of broke up at the end there. What are you saying?
what did you say?
Nicole
I didn't
said-
hear anything after. I kind of feel like
Nicole said that she feels like asking at all about Harkenboss to Gilspittle is just a waste of time.
possibly.
Because I feel like they're like robots and they're just going to repeat the same information about how great it is and what it's like there. And I really don't think they've ever been there.
Yeah, I don't either. I want to ask them like something about there.
Yeah, but I feel like they're just like given information, like they don't actually know what goes on. They're just like made up.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So to the Barons.
Yeah.
All right. One moment. All right. Get this out of your way. All right. Ascending back up the high hill in town, you see the fenced-in, gated-in building once again. A lot of dogs still wandering the yard, kind of chasing and playing with each other, but these dogs are built like fucking monsters, dude. Like an unnecessary amount of muscles. They look like these dogs bench press bigger dogs. You don't want to feel like getting into a fight with, and the Baron said there's like 50. You don't feel like getting into a fight with 50 of them. Heading up to the property, the gate guard once again raises his hand. Well, what can I help you with? You back on business?
Yes.
All right. Do you have an appointment?
No.
Okay. He turns around, picks up that phone thing that he was using before, talks into it for a minute. He turns around and cups the thing to his chest so that it doesn't say anything. What's your name, sir?
Akave Murdoch of the Murdoch Consortium, a Deadlock Consortium.
He turns around and says that, and less than a second later, he kind of recoils away from it as if something was blasted into his ear. He hangs up and he goes, the Baron is very excited to see you.
Let's go, boys.
Gate opens up. The dogs all kind of heel and watch as you guys go. Up to the front door, the same classical fancy music is playing. He's already almost skipping down the stairs. Ah, my good chap, there you are. It's been too long.
How are you?
Ah, very good, very good. Can I offer you a... And he kind of looks at the rest of them. He leans in a little bit. I've got some rare wine if you're interested in that sort of thing.
I always enjoy a fine wine.
do you give the help wine as well?
Did he call us?
He called us the help.
Yeah,
Yes,
a
that
little
was fine.
wine never hurt nobody.
All right, very good, very good. Everybody come, please enjoy. And he begins heading back up the stairs.
He did not.
I'm gonna throw up in this building right now.
Come on, don't be shy, come on.
You walk up the stairs. Da, 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 da.
All right. Again, this place is just violent capitalism. Like, just audacious, the level of bullshit going on here. But it is what it is. You guys get to the top, get back to his office. Very joyous atmosphere, and he's got his music playing, and he does like this little skip and a jump and clips his heels together, which is a little unusual for a man his age and his demeanor. But he turns around as he sits at his desk and takes a bell and just ding, 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 kind of rings the bell. Within a couple of seconds, two half-elves come in. They both bow deeply. He looks at them, a glass of the finest. And they both bow again and begin heading off. So, welcome back to my humble abode. I'm sorry for the messy state that it's in, but what can I help you with, good sir?
Well, I would like to update you first on the Asiri camp situation.
Ah, yes. Please, what do you have?
I have spoken with the leader, Michaela, and she has agreed that her band will leave within the next few weeks. They just have to finish their business here and pack up and move out.
He begins clapping like, bravo, good sir, bravo. I've sent my man Alamos to try to speak with them, but I'm glad you got there first. That boy is a hammer, and everything to him is a nail. But I'm glad a sophisticated man like you had a little bit of class to him. Thank you for your results. What did I promise you as payment for that? I don't recall.
Access to investigating the woods about what's going on over there, and you said you could check out that haunted manor.
Oh, yes, of course. Hardly an issue. Barely an inconvenience. He turns around and... yes. Somebody said something?
No.
Oh, sorry. He turns around and begins opening up a couple of things and pulls out a parchment, lays it on the table, pulls out a long, like, unneededly long feathered quill. Like, it's a good, like, 4-foot long feather attached to it, and just begins scribbling something, occasionally dips in the ink and scribbles again. There you go. There you go, good sir. Rolls it up for you. That is a writ of passage for getting you into the house, and also, if you wish, to travel into the woods with nobody harassing you. And at this point, the doors open once again, platters being brought in of this really almost partly glowing, maybe it's just the light, glasses of this beautifully crisp crimson-colored wine, which is handed out to each of you, a little more in Akave's cup. The rest of you kind of have like kitty samples, and he raises it to Akave. Cheers to you and your activities.
Cheers to our long-lasting relationship.
Anybody not drinking it for any reason?
You called me a fucking what? What did you say?
The hell?
The hell?
Yes.
No, I'm not drinking that.
I'm honestly just gonna leave it on the table.
All right.
I'll take a little sip.
Okay. Akave, you sip as well?
I'm gonna take a nice.
Okay. Better question. Who is taking sip?
I sip.
Yes.
2 yeses. Nobody else.
I'll sip.
Okay. 3 sip. And I'd say Laura would also sip. It's remarkably good. A lot of the things here have been surprising, mostly the chaos and terror, but the food here has been amazing. It's really fucking good. It goes down very smoothly. It leaves a really crisp aftertaste. Very little is needed to sate you. Like, it's so potent, but not in a way that overwhelms you. It's delicious on every level, and you want to take time to savor it. Like, it's really that good, but you notice him kind of just wolfing it down a little disgustingly. He kind of spills a little on himself. That is the stuff. Rare stuff, this. You begin spinning up a little ritual. He doesn't. You're going to cast it as a spell. Or you're going to do it as a ritual because it's 10-minute. You don't have it. Oh, okay. Okay. And Al, do you want to do detect magic?
Ayla, if you want me to do it?
Do you want to do a 10-minute ritual, which he will probably notice, or just like instant? Which will
I guess we'll just do it instant.
Okay. You kind of wait till he turns around and kind of blink and use detect magic. It is magical on a small level. The magic for this one would be conjuration. No specific spell or anything that you can get off it, but it is a little magical in nature. And he notices you guys really admiring the taste. He goes, like I said, rare stuff that's 600 years aged. Chevre Blaise Rosato. They're the most rare wine that we could produce in this fine country.
Some good stuff.
Very much is. Now, I do feel bad. You've done such good work for me, and I heard about your assistance earlier in town, helping out, stomp out those hooligans in my city. You deserve more reward than just putting your lives in danger. No. He turns around and fishes through for a second, and he's like, pulls out this little box. It looks like a box like a wedding ring would come in, and he slides it across the table at you and does raises his eyebrows twice, like, try that on for size.
Oh, I opened this MFN box. I forgot to click Alt, and I said it out loud, and this is my life now.
You pick up the box, open it. It's a really fine, maybe it's a silver-colored ring with some beautiful gold and brass inlay into it. And he smiles at you. That, my good sir, is a ring of protection. Not for any kind of gestures to his penis. No, for your hands. Yes. Use that and it will raise your sturdiness. So this is an attunement item you've heard before. It'll give you +1 AC and +1 to all your saves.
Base God, that's fucking fantastic.
There you go, lass. She was more deserving of a hero of your talents. Now, obviously, thanks to the rest of you as well. Anyway, was there something else that you needed help with?
Yes. First and foremost, I'm going to put this ring on and attune to it, because I already put +1 to my armor class, because I want that good stuff. And I don't know how to add +1 to my saves.
I'll take care of it.
God bless you. I love you. I want to ask him if he ever met a man named Patrick Monahan, or goes by the name of James, who came to this town 1 year ago to adventure and was looking for a party here in this town, city of Veloci.
Oh, yes, Mr. Monahan. What a pleasure that was. How is he doing? I'm surprised you know him. Small world, I suppose.
So you met him then, I take it, personally?
Oh, very much so. We did business, yes.
Tell me more about it, please.
Oh, I normally don't deal in tell, but for you, anything, my good friend. We were having a small problem in Lake Harkin. Nothing to worry yourself with. All been taken care of, very much so, by Mr. Monahan and his friends. They were more of a small monster issue happening around Tystock. However, I am also Baron of Tystock, so things must be taken care of. I am a good and just ruler, of course. So I contracted Mr. Monahan to take care of that for me, and he went on his merry way.
Okay, pretty simple.
A bunch of outsiders, mostly. I do believe others had come into the country, I suppose, were probably hiding out, but quite a few locals with him. He was, oh, bugger, where was it he was planning to go? He's going to make a history check. I do believe he was headed on to, I believe he had business in Maigeki. Or at least heard of work around Maigeki, I suppose.
And did he bring men here from Belosi to Mangeki, or?
I believe he contracted a couple of locals. I don't think any of them ever returned. I guess they found greener pastures outside the city.
Akavi will remember that. That I would also like to ask about our new prisoner, Luke Wagner. I would like to know if you know what crimes he's guilty of, or who we could ask.
Dirty talk. I don't feel comfortable. I've just drank such good wine. I don't want to ruin my appetite.
Insight.
Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, whatever he seems to be genuine. He's not lying about what he's saying specifically. You get the sense that whatever he's read or heard has truly disgusted him on a base level.
Have you heard anything very bad? Between us girls.
Between us lords. I go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage if he likes you.
To anybody who has
Natural
watched
20.
to anybody who's watched RuPaul, just say between us squirrels.
He sighs a little bit with a smile on his face. It's just been so long since I've had good company. What the hell? Mr. Wagner is quite the monster from what I've been told. Everything from sedition to murder to mass murder to rape and cannibalism and bestiality, all of it. It's all terrible.
Who? All here in the country?
Literally every crime we have on the book. I've never met a person who's committed literally every crime, even the obscure ones, like fishing after sundown. He's committed them all.
Not fishing after sundown.
With a disguise on. Even worse. That's a federal offense.
How dare he?
What was the disguise?
I don't know. I don't get that kind of detail. What do you think we are?
Wow. Where did you hear these from?
Just orders come down from Arkenvost.
Interesting.
Yes, they do keep good tabs on the criminals roaming the country. Quite a shame. I know he was a friend of yours. I'm sorry to disturb you with this news.
So, all of that happened here in the Shadowlands?
The what now?
Sylvania.
Here in Sylvania.
He kind of cocks his head up really curiously for you for a second. Well, yes, and here in Sylvania, Shadowlands.
Yeah, that's what we call this land.
But why?
No one really knows about it.
It's preposterous. The country's beautiful. He turns and looks out the window. It's currently raining. There's a flash of lightning at the same time.
Beautiful, I know.
All right, okay, it can be a little drab and dreary sometimes, but Shadowlands, that's so rude.
That's just what other people have said about it.
Well, you when you leave this place, you let them know that they're wrong. This place is beautiful, and you love it.
This is one of the finest countries I've ever visited.
A man of culture, I see.
How long have those charges been standing on Luke?
I didn't get that kind of information, but apparently, according to Arkenvost, he's the most wanted.
And they were done recently?
I didn't get that kind of detail. Normally, this situation would be left to the Inquisitor, but unfortunately, we do not have one, but the good Lord has seen it to not trouble himself with this location. I'm just so happy that our guards could take care of a criminal as dangerous as this one.
So,
If it all occurred here in Sylvania, I mean, you can look at our papers from when we got here. Like, we just got here. I don't think it's physically possible to do that many crimes.
I don't doubt the word of Arkenvost to you. Stares at you.
Just stares at me. No, I had a question to ask, but I lost myself in this delicious wine.
Yes, it certainly does that.
So, if I understand this correctly, since this town has no inquisitor, then his trial, Lord Harkin is leaving up for the town to prosecute and then execute?
Yes, of course. Obviously, as the Baron of the Lake Harkin region, I do have final say. I am judge and technically jury, but we leave the executions to the good friend that you met yesterday.
You're talking about Hemlock?
No,
Mr. Briggs.
Mr. Briggs. Yes, there
we go.
Oh.
Yes. Resident executioner. Takes strange pride in his work, but it is what it is. Good man. That one. Shame
When
about
are
the
you
birds.
when are you planning to host this trial?
Well, it seems we have time. The prisoner is in custody. Is not currently a threat, and I hate to sour the mood, especially before the festival of the blazing sun.
So before 4 days. Oh, after?
I suppose, but that's nothing to concern yourself with. Would you like more?
I'll have another glass, and I would like to propose an idea to you, good sir.
Please.
I've met this Luke, and I agree he's a scoundrel, a true criminal, a lowlight, and truly death and execution and life in prison is not enough for someone as vile and evil as
you
he
are
is.
so right.
I propose that I take Luke as a slave. He'll walk the rest of his days serving my merry crew as we cross the country and hopefully one day meet Lord Hawken at his very feet to kiss and beg for apology.
At this rate, you could become a baron in this land in no time. You are brilliant, good sir, brilliant. Yes, let me. And he's like getting ready to draft up paperwork, and he kind of slows down and stops. Right, okay, small problem that slaves are illegal in this country. Shame that, really. I also can't go against the will of Hawkenvost. I have a brilliant idea. Brilliant. Pulls out a piece of paper and begins writing. Finishes after a minute, rolls it up, whistles at the ceiling. A raven swoops down and lands, shoves in its little backpack, takes the raven and misses the window completely, hits him against the wall. Dunk, dunk. Raven gets up, just stares at him for a second, hops up onto the window and flies out. Very good. That will take care of all your problems.
Oh, yes?
Yes, I have just petitioned the powers that be in Harkenvoss to allow you to take him as your prisoner, to escort him there directly.
Very wonderful. It would be a pleasure to deliver this true life to the greatest power on Earth.
As you're saying that, a raven flies into the window and lands. Just kind of squawks. That was very quick. The raven hops and flies over and lands on. He kind of takes the pack out as the raven flies to the ceiling. Oh, this isn't a response. This is something else. And he's reading it for a second. And all of you can see that very quickly he's going pale. And his big demeanor is, like, big smiling demeanor is very quickly dropping. He keeps reading. Okay. Okay. He begins rolling it up and immediately throws it over his shoulder into the fireplace. Kind of looks nervously at the table for a second, hands in his lap. Like he's muttering to himself for a second.
What was that about, old chap?
Sorry, I find myself being very nauseous. You must forgive my appearance. And he kind of pulls out his handkerchief and starts dabbing his forehead. You see he's breathing heavy a little bit.
Uh-oh. Is he okay? Like,
Insight.
medically?
You make a medicine check. Kava, make an insight check. 2 natural ones. Your best friend in the world is having a panic attack, and you don't know what to do. Go ahead and make a medicine check. 21. He looks like he's about to have a heart attack from stress. You don't know if he actually is, though.
Can I go and like help him?
You get up and you begin moving. Don't worry, Dick. I'm fine. I've just received a wonderful news. Truly wonderful. He kind of chokes on the word wonderful.
You don't look wonderful.
I just, I thought I was doing a good job. He's hyperventilating.
It's okay. Can we help you?
Nothing to do, Dick. Nothing to do it. I suppose that it truly is what they say. The eyes of Hawkenvoss are always upon us, and perhaps they don't. Maybe they don't like what they see here. Maybe I did a bad job. Maybe I don't feel like I screwed up. Do you feel like I screwed up? Was the Wolf's Head Jamboree a bad idea?
Good, calm down there, old bean. Maybe all you have to do is do a nice favor for Lord Harkin to turn his attitude around.
They're going to be sending an inquisitor from Arkenvost. The context of the message was that they will be observing. I don't know what, but the inquisitors typically serve their barons. They're very good at that. But the thing with the inquisitors is that they technically have more power than the barons and the governors and the burgomeisters, and they report directly to the citadel within Harkenvost, and this. I hope I've done a good job. I hope I've done a good job.
Well, if you have, and you feel like you have, then what do you have to worry about?
Correct.
Yes, you're right. I've done a good job, but I could do a better job. Picks up the bell, and within a couple of seconds, the 2 servants come in and they bow deeply. Go into town, rip down all the signs. The festival of the blazing sun is tomorrow. We will bring joy to Veloci, and things will be well, and the Inquisitor will have nothing to worry about, and things will be fine, and things will be great. Tomorrow, Blazing Sun Festival. Spread the word. And they both bow and begin heading out.
Wait, isn't that he's using temperance, right?
Yeah. He stops for a second and picks up the bell. One of them kind of pokes his head back in. Summon Mr. Briggs, please. He nods and leaves. What? Possibly tonight. They must have been dispatched weeks ago to. I must have done something wrong. I had to have done something, or somebody amongst us is a spy. But no. We just caught the greatest criminal in Slovenia. It must be a thank you. It must be.
Well, you just mentioned though the wolf festival. You said you were concerned about.
Yes, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Yes, I thought I might have done bad by putting wolves' heads everywhere, but perhaps it wasn't that bad.
You did.
Concerned about the next festival. Maybe they don't want another festival. You know what I mean?
But this one's not about death. It's jolly. I mean, there's going to be a burning, but otherwise it's jolly.
So then there's gonna be some death. So.
You think I should just not include the death?
Death.
I don't think
Definitely
we do.
don't include the death.
He looks to you, Kave.
Perhaps a nice, colorful firework instead.
Firework. Are you talking about the pyrotechnical doodads?
Yes, the colored gunpowder. And so
Yes, you're absolutely right. No death. Nobody burns tomorrow or hangs. I'm going to have to hang the Asiri, but not today, not tomorrow. Okay, Temperance lives another few days, whatever. Here, he turns around, goes and grabs a lockbox and dunk, drops it on the table in front of you. I need you to take this to Mr. Dvorsky. I need you to order as many fireworks as he can create before tomorrow evening.
You got it, old friend.
Yes, please. Oh, you're such a good man. He leans over the table and just kisses you on both sides of the cheek.
You both are married now. Just understand that.
Yes, very good friends. Is there anything else I can help you with? You've been such great company.
Oh, I surely can't think of anything yet, but when I find out, I'm definitely coming back for you. Haha, nudges him on the arm.
Oh, thank you very much. Please go. I must prepare some things.
We march out.
All right. And you guys are back outside in the shitty weather.
Fantastic. Let's go find that fucking toy maker.
Okay, just right back into town. Anybody want to say anything else?
I don't know what else to really say. I mean, we did decent in there. I'm gonna.
Honestly, you did a really good job.
Try to do my best.
Oh, yeah. Akabe got married. You know, it was a whole thing.
As you're headed down the hill, coming up the hill with a little bit of a jog, with his hood very high up, you can see Keaton Briggs. He's going to be passing you in a second. You guys want to say anything to him, or are you just going to let him go by?
Oh wait.
Yes.
He doesn't need him anymore, does he?
Technically, he doesn't because he agreed on the pyrotechnics now.
Yeah, so let's tell him. He probably doesn't even need to show up, and maybe don't remind him.
Akabe, your armor class should be increased already, you know?
Only shows 19, Chum. It's supposed to be 20.
Okay, give me 1 second. No, he got a ring of protection.
Oh, that.
Life's good when you get knocked out constantly.
Yeah, his wedding ring.
Don't I also get like improved saving throws too with the para butt?
The what?
the thing, the cross I got.
Which cross are you referring to? The one from inside the lockbox?
Correct.
You don't know what that does. You still haven't figured it out.
Neat. Get at it. Trying to fix my fucking night. Zoomed out all the way. Butts.
Well, your shit is fixed. You now have an AC of 20. All right. He kind of slows as he sees you guys and says, "What is all this about?"
Well, basically, the festival's getting moved up to tomorrow, but we were able to talk about it out of burning temperance.
Oh.
For now.
All right. That's good news. I was actually going to push you back myself anyway.
Yep. No, we're doing fireworks instead.
From what I hear, you guys are trying to find out if he's innocent or not, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'll just delay it forever.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm going to be sick next week, so I can't do it then.
Sounds good to me.
Also, I lost my fire started the week after that, so I can't do it then either.
100% can't do it. Sorry.
Yeah, well, good luck on your mission. Please see if you can help him.
We're definitely going to try.
All right, thanks. Let me go tell him he's an asshole. Be right back. He starts heading up the hill.
Heard.
Let's go visit this toy maker, boys.
All right, back on over to visit Zaborsky. I'm just going to pee real quick, so talk amongst yourselves.
Awesome, getting a snack.
Thanks for having me. Sorry for having to dip you guys. And he's like, I'll send you money. I said, no, my treat. I feel bad. He said, thank you for your time.
All right, I have my snack.
What was that? Ow, that felt like it hurt.
Just a little vibe sesh, you know?
Finding your way back to Vanko's Tinkers and Toys. You guys push open the door, expecting the clown to pop out from the right side. You brace, but it doesn't come. Oh, okay, that's fine. You push in. Akave, as you start moving through the door, from the other side of the door frame, a fucking werewolf comes out. Welcome!
Fuck, man!
I'm like,
Music's playing, choo-choos are going, shit clattering all over the floor. The werewolf monstrosity leans back again. Welcome!
No, that's just not cool.
Honestly, punch it. I'm just gonna. I really wanna punch
You
it.
watch as its head rotates 180 degrees. Vanko, visitors! Vanko, visitors! Vanko comes out. Hello,
Peter,
I am Mr.
Hold on,
Vanko.
Peter has to take a phone call.
Okay.
It seemed pretty serious, like it wasn't his mom, so.
Uh-oh.
Could be a job at 10:30.
They're desperate.
It's the Green Lady.
Of the night. You guys
The
can
music
handle
for the
it.
toy store gets me up, like,
now I know.
annoyed.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Is he back or is he still on the phone? I thought
He's
I heard
still
her.
on the phone. I thought it wasn't, but it seems like it was his mom.
When I pause, I
What about- Yeah, it's his mom.
Well,
He just said to his mom, "No, I'm gonna come home so I can ruin your life."
All right, Akame's back in action. What's this werewolf doing?
They're just announcing that there's somebody here. Vanko comes out. Hello, I am Vanko. Welcome to Vanko. Oh, hello, it's you guys again. Welcome back. My friends. Rosvidania, come in, come in.
Was that werewolf always here?
I figured you said that people do not like the clown, so I got next cute thing. Big dog, yes?
Yes.
where'd the clown go?
Oh, I locked him up in the back.
Good, where he belongs.
No, you said you do not like, so he failed me. Now he goes into breaking down pile.
Do you reuse the parts?
Oh yeah, of course. So, welcome back. What can Vanko help you with, Fred?
Well,
He does not come himself this time. Very sad, but perhaps we can do business together, yes? What do you need?
firework.
Fireworks.
Pyrotechnics.
Ah, pyrotechnical doodads, yes. I have many in stock. I have many to make. What kind of money did he send you with?
I'm gonna put down the box I got as Caitlin says it over my microphone now.
All right. He takes the box from you and flips it open. You guys haven't actually done it yet, and his eyes go a little wide for a second. He's like, oh yeah. Closes the box. Yes, this I can do for you, Vanko. I facilitate happiness. Yeah.
Yes.
So, anything else Vanko can help you with? Oh, what about doll? What about the doll?
Oh, I just wondered if you got any new ones made, or plan on making any new ones.
No, they take a lot of work, so that is all for me for now. You notice distinctly that in the display case that the Luke Wagner doll is not there.
Oop.
Is that purple coated?
Yes. Good money too. Guy looked very much like the doll.
He's so self-absorbed.
But you know. Anyway, what can Vanko do for you? You need anything else? You need toys? You need fireworks? You need clicky clackies? You need flappy flippies? What do you need? Oh, flappy flippy! I show you. And he hands you what looks like a toy that's inside of a rectangular box, and there's like a little bird in there that has to fly in between these branches. Yeah, flappy flippy.
Oh, flappy.
It's literally Flappy Bird.
But is this what Temperance?
No. That was like the cheeky squeakies, yes?
Oh, the cheap is sneaky, of course.
Yes.
Come on, Ayla, if it was a cheapy squeak.
I know, I'm so silly.
Listen, many people make mistake. They are very close to Flappy Flippy, you know? They're very different, though. Birds, you know? All right, well, you know the business. How is your...
Is there a difference between a flappy flippy or a flippy flappy?
Yes, very different.
I need to know the difference.
Flaps flip into flips flap.
Understood.
There you go.
Now we
Any
got that
more
out of the way.
silly questions for Vanko?
Nope.
All right, very
that-
good.
I'm sorry to interrupt again, but the way that Peter just sat back in his chair looked like someone was sucking him off under the table. And I know it wasn't Nicolette because she's sitting right next to me.
Well, very good. Happy that you could come here with see Vanko again. Come by sometime. Vanko get lonely in shop.
We'll be back soon. Just don't scare me with
Yes, come by tomorrow afternoon. Pick up Explodies, yes?
Very good.
Well, the fireworks are for evening time, so probably not. I give you good amount, yes? Okay, it's good money here. And he kind of just taps the box. Okay, you guys heading out, or are you going to stay around with the freaky toys?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm getting out of here.
You very quickly get out of the shop and back into the, despite terrifying, somehow safer atmosphere outside. You gonna head over there? Okay. Just heading over there real quick. Looking through the window, there is a closed sign flipped on the door.
We should head
She's
back.
usually open at this time.
I know that we should check on her with that, but we should probably head back to the inn and check on Rose.
Okay. Heading back over to the Runeweather Inn. Quiet inside. The bartender still doing typical bartender things, just kind of gives you the sup sign. Doesn't say anything else more, just, you get that idea that if you want food, you can have it. If you want drink, you can get it. Nothing to worry about otherwise. Heading upstairs real quick to check out what's going on with Rose. You kind of knock and then open the door to her room. She's currently packing up her shit, and she's got a rifle strung over her shoulder. She's got 2 swords on her belt. She's got a dagger in between her teeth. She turns around and looks at you guys.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What's going on?
She turns around and she has Luke's giant fucking explosive crossbow in her hand.
What are you doing?
Hey, don't aim that.
She spits the dagger out onto the floor. Well, I'm gonna save Luke. Is that not the plan?
We're working on that.
Okay. Different plan. And she kind of like hoists the gun up into the sky. Prison break.
No.
What? What? Why? They're gonna kill him.
No, apparently they're not.
She kind of almost drops the explosive crossbow on the ground and then very gently sets it on the bed. But he's not a traitor. He's not a terrorist.
We're working on getting him free, Rose. We actually just spoke to the Baron, and we figured out that he didn't have any immediate plans with Luke, so we're gonna figure something out.
Yeah, I talked to the sheriff while you guys were gone, and like there's a lot of crimes there that I really don't see him doing. Sexual deviancy, yes. Bestiality, maybe, but the other ones.
Yeah, we don't know how he would have committed all those crimes either in such a short period of time. So
we want him out as bad as you do, but if we don't do this correct, we're gonna end up either fighting the whole town and country and losing, or winning, but at the cost of not being able to complete what we came here to do. So everything in small, careful steps.
And then they might just try to hang us. You don't need that.
Okay.
trust me, it would be super cool to just bust in there and take him. But Luke doesn't even want to fight.
That doesn't seem like him either, though. I mean, I guess it kind of does. He always tries to talk himself out of his situation.
Yeah, he would rather not escalate things. I think he would try to be more persuasive most of the time.
Okay. And she kind of takes her sword belt off and she unslings the rifle from her back and puts it against the wall and sits down, kind of looking a little dejected. But we were supposed to... Damn it. We were supposed to do stuff together tonight.
I put Pigu on her lap.
She pets the pig sadly. That's not gonna work forever, you know.
Yeah, but how about helping us figure out this whole case?
All right.
Let's be real honest, Rose. It's gonna work forever with Pigu.
Yeah, maybe. She reaches inside her jacket, she pulls out her own notebook and flips it open and starts reading through some stuff. Looks like she's been taking notes too.
Let's hear him, girl.
So, does anybody, this might be a bad idea, does anybody want to come with me? I made a promise to talk to somebody tonight.
Who?
Sophie Kranz.
Oh yeah? About what?
She was looking for you guys, like, last night-ish. I kind of, like, intercepted her. I told Luke about it. He said that him and I would go talk to her. Apparently, she thinks, like, her dead kid's inside that mansion, but, like, the kid's dead. Sweet. All right. Do we want to do that?
I'm down to do that.
What time is it?
Cool. If you guys, I kind of want to split efforts, though. I know that sounds weird, but you guys do good work hitting things, and as we've seen, I can blow things up that aren't supposed to be blown up, and I don't want that to happen again. So what if you guys do that, and I poke my nose maybe around the captain's office? Around it, not in it. I'm not going to get in trouble, but maybe I could hear some things about Luke.
Do some investigating?
Do a little sleuthing. like you guys did for me.
I don't know if I've taught you enough sneaking skills just yet for you to be doing all
Oh yeah?
that.
Did you notice I stole your flask?
My flask.
Rose, give her back her flask.
It's not gone. It's still on your belt, but you reach inside into your coat where the special pocket is, and she smiles at you and she goes, "But now I know where it is."
I mean,
Okay, we got it. You're sneaky, but
I'm not going inside.
Yes, I was just gonna say,
hang
snoop
around.
around outside.
Guards
Have a way to
talk.
talk to her.
Just
Don't get caught. Easy.
Do we have
Rose, if you get in trouble,
a way to talk to her?
I will scream.
You'll scream really
you'll
loud.
Specifically-
scream if you get in trouble.
Yes, I'll scream fire or rape or fire rape. One of them will work.
I like that one.
I think rape might actually do pretty well too.
Maybe not around here. Probably fire.
just scream and say you're a child. Honestly, they'll back off.
Not true. Do you see how many people don't care about their children in this country?
I would agree with just start screaming though.
Yeah, just start screaming.
Listen, I just in case, I'm still capable. I learned some stuff by watching you guys.
Just don't bring anything explosive.
Okay. That's fair.
I have an idea. I have a brilliant idea. What if we disguise Rose as a lamp lighter,
A light lamp.
a lamp?
A light lamp.
Oh, like to go to like the orphanage part of it?
Well, no. So like, she won't look like a child eavesdropping. She'll just look like a lamp lighter, just getting around town, lighting lamps, lamp lighting.
I say either something like that, or maybe we could just have her chill out in front of the mansion, so we don't have to like worry about her getting into trouble, and then she can
The mansion
help us out on the outside of the house perspective.
Wait, let's disguise her as a moth.
You guys remember that meme?
But it was a simpler time.
It
Would
was
it be
a
a bad idea to give her the back cloak?
Sven, yeah.
Alias, what if we give her the back cloak? What happened?
As long as it's invisible.
You're tiny.
Magic items like that typically resize to the wearer.
Nice. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it.
She takes the cloak and she's like, "Wow."
All right, she's very
she
careful.
slips it on while you guys are talking and setting up for your night. Does a tune to it, and she's like, "Oh." She brings it up across her face. I am the darkness.
Okay.
All right, Rose.
Just be careful as a bat. No
You-
one
you-
will really suspect.
You're kind of packing your things, and you're like, "Be careful." You turn around, and she's actively trying to open the window to climb out of it.
Whoa,
Careful, got
relax.
Bye. Leaps out the window into a bat.
Rose, be careful.
Up into the sky she goes.
Wow.
I feel like that turned into a bad
canon.
idea.
Aelith speaks bat.
Yeah.
Even in normal form.
So we're gonna go to the mansion then, I guess, right? Or the manor, or whatever it was.
Okay, you want to go to Cattleburg Manor?
Let's go!
Yeah, let's check that haunted shit out.
All right. Starting to get a little later in the evening, but no better time to go to a haunted house than at night. Give me one sec. As I begin to switch up the music. Fuck, I think this one is just 1 minute too long for me to be able to use. I'll find out one sec.
Stop talking about your penis.
Whoa!
A minute too long.
Fuck, yeah, it's literally a minute too long because the limit is 3 hours.
Wow.
That is so upsetting.
Listen, I will not be opposed to just some Pirates of the Caribbean. For no reason at all, just besides the fact that I love
You're
Pirates of
not
the Caribbean.
Send me the link. I'll cut it in half.
No, I got it. No worries.
Welcome, foolish mortal.
You guys begin heading back over to Kettleburg Manor, which sits at the far edge of town. There's the only closest houses are like 100 feet across the street, kind of thing. Begin walking up. You guys see somebody sheepishly staring out the window at the house. Sees you guys, and you remember that house. That's the Cap house. And once again, the mother opens the door, kind of pokes her head out. Psst, come here, quick. You guys rush over?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll walk over.
She doesn't open the door all the way. She goes, I saw something terrible.
What happened?
You know that lamplighter on this route, Sophie?
Yeah.
I think something pulled her in the house.
What?
The guard went on break again, and I saw her go up to the front door, and she turned around, and the door opened, and something pulled her inside. And the door just closed again. Please be careful. I haven't heard anything from inside the house. I only heard her scream that one time, and then nothing.
Yeah, we'll find out what happened.
My name? You don't remember my name? It's Veronica.
Last session.
It's Veronica. Veronica Cap. K-A-P-P. Just please be safe.
Will do, ma'am.
Let's get inside this
Okay, walks over. Strut.
Approaching the house again, once again getting within 60 feet of it, there is that horrible sense that something bad happened here. And you still hear that occasional screech of the shutter fluttering in the breeze. Still occasionally makes that cry like a human woman. The guard's not there. Maybe still taking a shit, who knows? But the chain is currently off the door and on the floor.
Nice. Let's go walk in.
Okay, you walking right up?
I'm walking right up.
All right, give me 1 second. What would you guys like to do? Front door is just open. No response comes from inside. Just a general sound of the wind blowing through the holes in the house, making a haunting sound.
I've got those big balls. I walked up steps.
Okay. Looking right inside the front door, there's a big fucking statue right in the main archway. You're not sure what it is. It looks like it was a bigger thing at one point, but maybe it has eroded or broken down with time. You saw it briefly before. You remember it's a manicore.
I'm going in, boys.
All right.
I want to examine the manicore a little closer. Is there like a plate or like something that says what it is?
You're examining the what?
The
Oh,
manicore?
okay. Heading up to the manticore, there's nothing on it. It looks like it's made out of really beautiful marble, but it's super fucking dusty at this point.
I blow on it.
Blow some of the dust off of it. It poofs off a little bit. Okay. Brielle, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, time to slice and dice.
18. You watch just for a second. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the eyes of the statue suddenly click over in your direction, and you breathe in a gasp and watch as it gets up and begins moving for you, and you flinch and you close your eyes. You're like, not real, not real, not real, please. And you open your eyes and it's still just standing there.
The crypt doors creak and the tombstones creak.
Yeah, no, you just get the dust off of it. Nothing happens.
Who's coming?
Honestly,
NIL and just NIL right now. Go ahead and make a perception check. 14.
I'm scared.
You hear from somewhere off towards the back through this crumbled area up here. Or through here, because there's a door over there.
Okay.
That's it.
It's a big no from me. So a big no.
Okay. There is a door right on your right. Aelith, but it is open. Okay.
Doors in front of me is closed?
Door in front of you is closed. What you can see, Aelith, is some kind of maybe smoking parlor of some sort. A place where people would get together to have drinks or, things like that. Everybody stop moving for a sec. Aelith, stop moving for a sec. Let me get through my description before you start blasting into other rooms. What you see in this room is that there was a very big carpet on the floor at one point, really lavish and make too. Looks like it could have been silk, very expensive, but a lot of it has either been ripped or burned away. You can't tell, but there's no scorch marks on the floor, so probably ripped. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as well as I continue describing things. 23. You in this room, it looks like this place was once a centerpiece of the house, maybe a place of life or a place of party, things to enjoy. There's big cabinets and cupboards which are open and just rated of anything of use. Parts of the house are falling apart. Aelith, as you're beginning to walk up to the next door, which is open as well, you hear something behind you, like pacing. And you turn around, you see NIL, and you're like, oh, okay. And you both stop for a second, but no, you can still hear pacing. And it's in the room with you. And
Do you hear that?
It sounds like it's coming right from over here, and only Aelith right now hears it.
What's going on,
It just
girl?
sounds like it's going back and forth across the window. And make an insight check. It's just fast-paced. You can't tell if it's angry or anxious or excited. You can't tell. Also, make a wisdom saving throw, NIL.
She said, "Oh."
Okay. Aelith, you get a little closer and you can immediately feel this cold sensation that seems to be almost like a breeze that's going back and forth across this window. And you stop for a second because you hear a pair of footsteps just step into the room. The pacing stops, comes right up behind you. Do you do anything? Nothing there. You hear... It's too hard to make out. It sounds like some kind of far, far away, distant argument that you're hearing. And then that coldness passes through you and you shiver for a second. And whatever that coldness was behind you, they're next to each other for a second. You hear sound of something hitting, and then something hits the floor. And then it's just quiet, no coldness, nothing.
I heard anything
heard
after
that
my
as
throw,
well.
right?
No, you did. You heard all of what I just described.
Yeah, that's what I said. After my wisdom saving, I heard everything.
You heard that. Before I move on with you guys, Servari and Akava, you were headed off in that direction. So feel free to do what you want to do. Okay. There's a lot of rubble. You kind of got to climb over it a little bit and duck down inside the doorway. Bria, you want to come with them? We'll split it 3 and 3. Dougie comes with you. It's a fairly shoddy dining room in here as you guys begin stepping inside. Calm down, Savari. As you guys begin stepping inside, here looks to be what might once have been a kitchen. Most of the walls falling apart. You kind of don't even bother with the door. You just weasel through the crack in the wall and get your way inside. Ruins of a kitchen. You have to, you bring up your scarf for a second and put it around your nose because the smell is pretty pungent in here. Maybe some kind of mildew or mold. It's not good. Brielle specifically, go ahead and make a history check. Actually, Akave, you as well.
I'm good at history.
Brielle, the layout here seems fairly familiar to you. You're not sure why. Like, why would this be familiar? Akave, you... What happened?
No, I was saying because Brielle's like, feels like I've seen it before, and I go, looks like a house.
Not so much it looks like a house. Specifically for you, Akave, this layout is one that you've lived in before. This is a servant's dining room and kitchen.
Aw, fuck.
So this area was definitely used by servants. You can also see their brick-fired ovens. The wall is falling apart back here. It's wide open.
Well, we were basically considered the help, so...
Well, not wide open, but there's a nice-sized hole in the wall back here that looks outside.
Ooh. This is...
Aelith, what's in this room over here?
You watch as Scout kind of just paces forward for a second and looks right at that hole.
Dog
What's in
sense.
the hole?
You want to go over and look?
Yes.
Heading right over, you kind of lean over Scout for a second. You can't really tell what it's looking at. It just kind of looks like nighttime outside. And then you see something move, and you squint against the darkness, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And you realize very quickly something is staring at you from the other side of the hole.
Oh.
And you recoil for a second and kind of, clear your eyes, make sure you're not seeing things, but it doesn't look like anything's there.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do the Three Stooges poking in the eyes.
Count heads.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a quick head count.
We're not all in the same room, though.
Well, on my team, I got 2 people and a dog. Let's do a head count.
Yep, you're all there.
No extra heads.
No extra heads.
Very nice. Mr. Christian, you may continue.
Okay. Jumping back over to the other group real quick. You guys want to proceed into the next room?
Yes.
Okay. The next room lies in a little bit of ruin. There are books and papers and all sorts of shit that has just been spread and thrown all over the floor that is rotted, maybe fallen through the rotten shelves. There is what looks like maybe like mildew stains of mold growing all over the books. It was a really nice collection, but it's destroyed now.
What is, in this pile?
Just books and shit. Scrolls, tomes, all sorts of stuff.
Can I search through some of them?
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I can't see.
Oh, no.
You're like, okay, and you kind of like use your sword and push through it, and as you're pushing through it, like all this old, wet, rotten paper just starts peeling away, trying to find anything that's still solid. You pick up little puffs of mold spores. You feel like you probably shouldn't keep touching it.
Ew.
General theme of like what these books are.
Everything you've seen so far is too degraded. Make a history check yourself to see if you can spot anything.
I recognize the cover. No, I don't.
Okay. You begin pushing through the pile, seeing if you could find anything, and you guys see movement in one of the piles over here.
The one right in front of us?
Yep.
No.
Maybe a rat or something.
There's the pile right in front of me here.
Right here. I'm sorry, one sec.
That's a little. Wait, is this a hole?
Looks like a big hole in the floor, but most of it has been piled up. Looks like something from the second floor fell through and knocked multiple floors down, so it's all kind of caved in, so you can't actually drop down from there. So assume it's solid floor, basically.
So there's movement in this pile.
There is some movement in that pile, yes.
Should I poke it?
Okay. As you go to poke it, there's some movement in this pile over here, too.
Hey, Liz, should I start poking?
I think we should get out.
And then you watch as the piles begin rising, and
Uh-oh.
swarms of rotten books begin flying into the air.
Trash monster.
I need you guys to go ahead and roll initiative.
What about for the people? What about for the people that are not in the room?
You guys roll initiative as well.
Book monsters!
Because you guys will hear the yelling in a second of book monsters.
This feels like it's right out of Scooby-Doo.
Peter, I know you said you guys got to leave at 11:30. Do you guys think you'd still be able to listen in the car?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, cool.
I don't know about that.
Okay, I mean, if you guys can, that'd be cool because there is some stuff I'd like to hit. But let's see. Let's roll for the books.
Let's roll
Okay, top of
for
the
the
turnover.
book.
Akave, you hear, books! That could be a problem. Books are evil. What do you like to do?
Akabe's like,
How-
oh my god, that sounds about right.
How far am I? I have a 40 speed, walking speed.
40 walking speed. You kind of just run, barrel roll over the debris. 40 feet would get you there, and then you'd have to find out from there. Or you can try another path if you'd like to. But you know the yelling is coming from this kind of direction.
Okay, I'm going to Way of the Wind, and I'm going to get to...
That's 80 feet of movement now?
Yes, I'm going to get to right there, and then I'm going to, there, figure out my next point of move.
Okay. That's 40 feet right there, and you have another 40 feet of movement.
All right. It sounds like it's coming from over...
You can kind of see and hear right through this door somewhere up north. So if you do 10 feet to here, you can actually get right into combat immediately.
Let's do it.
All right. And you see Akave come barreling through the area, through the door, and gets into an engagement with the flying pile of books. That's
Check
just
out
your
these
bonus
flying
action,
books.
right?
What was that?
That's just your bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and use your action.
Whoa, brother!
Who knew reading wasn't fundamental? Library
I'm going
fucking
to...
movement.
If I wanna... What's the correct way? Books. Come on, punch the books.
Go ahead. $10, a natural 1. No, neither one. You go swing, and one of the books just rises suddenly out of the way. You go to slam down, and another book just kind of ducks out of your swing. You are in combat though, so now they have one extra thing to hit besides your squishy friends. NIL, you're up.
This dude right here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they have gender, actually.
Just generally using the word dude.
These days.
I'm a bro kind of person, so yeah.
Go ahead, make your attacks. As the books begin starting to swarm.
I guess I'm gonna use my scarring short sword, maybe cut him down a little bit.
Alright. 21 is a hit, and 13 is also a hit.
Nice.
7. So they are immune to psychic damage. Yeah, they're just books. They don't have any brains to hurt. So that is 11 damage. Still good. You swing and you watch as one of the books perfectly cleaved in half and hits the floor. It was a solid book. You swing again and this one kind of bends and squishes around your sword, but it stops moving. You kind of slide it off.
Ew.
All right, Elora is up. Elora, what happened? Yep. Laura's going to do what she does best. That is going to use flame. 11 doesn't hit as she lashes out with fire. Thankfully, the house is very just water soaked, so she's not catching anything on fire. The swarm of animated books are up. This one is going to attack Ikave, the one right next to him. So that is going to be single slam attack against Ikave. That's an 8, nothing. Ow. This one's going to fly down and also attack Ikave. That is a 5 miss. This one is going to attack NIL. It's an 11. I don't believe that hits.
Misses.
This one will attack Elora. 5, nothing, garbage. And these two back here are going to mass together and create a giant swarm.
Giant swarm!
That's their bonus action. And they will fly up and engulf the two of you. Just kind of surrounded by a swarm of books. Their attacks are about to get a little stronger. One sec.
Well, fuck me.
Okay, so this attack is going to be at 1 to each of you. That is a 13 and a 16. 13 on
It matters on who to who, because if it's a 16,
13
it hits.
on Akave, 16 on you.
It hits me.
Okay, that is 21 bludgeoning damage.
What the fuck?
As you start getting hit by a swarm of books. Aelith, you're up. This swarm is getting violent up here. Okay, go for it. 13 is barely a hit, but it does hit. 9, okay, not destroyed, but there's only a couple of books left. .23 is a definite hit. And that is enough to... You stab through 3 of the books at the same time and pin them to the ground. Alright. Servari, you're up. So you can dash as a bonus action, by the way. I believe you have 30 feet of movement normally. So 30 gets you there. 55 gets you there. 60 gets you here. So you can make it to combat. What, you want me to drag you? Servari?
Yes, sure. Sorry. I keep not realizing I have to press a button.
No, it's okay. You start running. You hear your friends yelling. You get into here. That's as far as you can make it. You see the big fucking swarm of books, but you also see one down here that you could attack. But that's your max distance right now, so you can't actually reach the ones above you.
I can't use my crossbow?
You can if you'd like to do that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use my crossbow on the big one.
Okay, go for it. Nine does not hit, unfortunately. Just right through, manages to somehow miss every book in the swarm. Brielle, you do not have the benefit of dashing as a bonus action. However, you can dash as an action to start getting closer to your friends, if you'd like. Because 30 feet gets you there. Scout has 40 feet. Scout will dash. That's 60... 80 would get him. Well, that's about as max as he can get. So if you want to action dash, you could reach here, and on your next turn start helping your friends. You want to do that? It's up to you. Remember to press the button.
Yes, that's fine. I'm so sorry. I did the same thing that Caitlin did.
I literally just said, remember to press the button. All right, so you run there. You can't do anything just now. That's your full turn, but you're in the shit in case it starts. Akave, you see Anael getting slammed by these books. She's getting pinned up against the wall by the sheer force of how many hitting. So you do what you got to do.
I'm getting fucked by knowledge right now.
Question: tinder boxes, do they have oil in them?
Tinder boxes, no, they don't have oil in them.
All right. Fuck.
Like I said as well, a lot of these books are like just rotted by water. They're all waterlogged. It constantly rains here, and there's holes in all the ceilings.
I'm gonna fight the shit out of this book.
Okay, you summon in your arms?
Tornado. Yes.
All right. Ora. Let's see. Oh!
That was one too many, but still.
Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. All of them except the 11 hit.
Fuck this book.
Holy shit. Is this going to be all radiant or necrotic?
Let's go with radiant.
All right.
Does 11 do anything?
The 11 doesn't hit, but the 19 would have.
Oh. So yeah, all radiant. The 26 was my mistake. Can't do that one.
35 points of damage. You begin cleaving your way through these books, just destroying them with your astral fist, with your normal fist, all of them, just kicking ass. Did so much damage, in fact, that the swarm size goes back down again. You smashed every book out of the air, basically.
Hey, kill these books, NIL, even though I'm using the mic.
NIL, this swarm is really weak.
Go for that one.
Go for it.
All right.
11 misses, 13 hits.
Okay.
Yes, that is enough damage. You cleave through the last couple of books by swinging wildly. But is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Alora sees like, wowie, that was bad. She is going to do a nice guiding bolt on this one right here. That's a 15, which does hit. Give me 1 sec. I'll tell you 1 second. It's 19 radiant damage. Yeah, Laura actually has spells she never uses.
Talking that shit.
So you watch as she spins the spell up, and you watch as this beautiful pattern of stars appears in front of her, and she blasts her palm through, and you watch as the searing bolt flies, hits this one, and this swarm begins glowing. Whoever hits this one next has advantage to hit it. Okay, so these swarms are up. This one is going to attack Elora because I just saw her do that. That is a 20, which definitely hits. 11 bludgeoning damage. And these two up here, they don't even have the one that just got hit doesn't have enough hit points to combine to kick your ass, so they're just going to attack separately. That is a 12 and a 6. Ikave, your arms just block the shots incoming.
Sick, boy.
Aelith, you're up. Welcome to being a tank, Ikave, with your 20 AC. All right. Okay. Ooh, natural one. Yeah, go ahead. You dig it into the wall. You're like, oh, sorry, hold on. That sounded cooler in my head. Pulls it out, says it again, drives it into the ground, but misses again. You watch as the books, almost like they have faces, look at each other, and then begin flapping like they're laughing.
I would be too. I could never be a bard.
Servari, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna smack the guy in front of me.
Go for it.
Also, I'd like to point out, I really feel like Peter could play a perfect Mr. Poopy Butthole from Rick and Morty.
100%.
Oh, okay, Kurt.
Natural fucking 20. All right, that is 13 plus 10, 23 points of damage. Yeah, you almost killed it. You watch as your cutlass Oh, and sneak. Yeah, you destroyed the whole fucking swarm. Because remember, your sneak attack also crits. So roll it again. I mean, you would have killed it anyway, but I want to see how much damage.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Sneak attack also crits, so you roll sneak attack twice.
Heard. 1 more second.
I just want to see how much damage you would have done. 39 points of damage. You outdid Akabe's massive burst by like 2 points. But here's the interesting thing, Savari. You carve through and catch a couple of books, but you know for a fact that you missed a whole fucking bunch. Yet, you watch as your sword passes through most of them, they all just kind of cease to be. You watch this faint, purpley green magical essence pulled out and absorbed by your blade.
Oh, that's cursed. I don't like
almost
it.
like you ripped the magic out of the books. All right, Brielle, you're at a really good position. Scout is going to help by running up here and trying to bite book. And if you'd like to move, you can. That is a 21 to hit for Scout, which absolutely does, and Scout kills the books. Comes in and just starts mauling them. There's still one swarm of books up, but you could definitely make that shot.
Let's try. Okay.
26 and 23, both hits. 8 and 20 damage. Guys are killing it in the damage department. You catch 2 books with 1 arrow. You feel good about yourself for a second. Pull it again, fire, hit another 2 or 3 books. Just a swarm of arrows. Really weak swarm at this point. Akave, bring us home.
Let's fucking go!
20 hits, 11
boys,
misses,
a nice
24
nap.
hits. Yep, there you go. Yeah, that is more than enough. Akave, seeing NIL get pummeled, begins pummeling the books in kind and just powders and mushes the last of these books with his astral fists. And the library kind of falls silent from the raging book torrent. You got to punch book today, Akave.
Oh yeah. Finally, I thought a fucking stick of wood and I fought book.
Punch wood, fought book. Good day.
I got fucked by Broke, so.
There is a door right here. So the whatever books were maybe of any relative importance or value are now completely destroyed, either torn apart, punched apart, stabbed apart. They're just wrecks. There is a door right here, if it would let me ping. And what looks like a porch that leads outside overlooking the backyard. And from this window, you can see like some kind of garden patio that hasn't been maintained.
To the patio?
You grab the handle and yeah, it does seem to be locked.
Wait, unmute him.
No, not going.
Yeah, I'm unmuted. Do you hear him? Oh, I don't hear him. I hear him on my thing.
So were all these bookshelves?
Looks like they were all. Well, this right here was stairs. There are stairs that appear to lead upstairs, but there's a whole like 6 steps that are missing.
I take my ladder out of my backpack.
I mean, you could use some of these ruined bookshelves. Yeah, you could use the bookshelf ladder to try to cross the gap. But you did see a staircase in the main foyer, so that could also probably lead to the same place.
I want to do it the hard way.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I want to try to open this door.
Okay. Do you have thieves' tools? You want to bash it open? What are you gonna do? Okay. Well, you do have a rogue that has thieves' tools.
Okay, well, she can use her thieves.
Savari, would you like to try to pick the door?
I'm sorry, yeah. I can only hear like one person at a time right now because Peter and Nicolette just left.
Oh, okay.
I just unmuted Sophia and you, so we can hear you using my
Okay.
computer.
Would you unmute me?
Okay, cool. If you need to turn me up on Discord, just right-click my name and there's a slider there. Also
Yeah,
for the music.
Yeah, I did that already.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so yeah, I'll
So-
pick the lock.
Pietro, you can still hear us?
Yes, I can still hear you guys. I don't know if they can hear me though, because I don't think they have
Okay.
me.
He has it on his phone somewhere.
He's listening. Yeah.
He just talked to me, so you guys can probably unmute him on your end. Okay, we should be good now. Servari, go ahead and make a check with your thieves' tools.
Hey, where'd I park? I parked over here. Herda.
Where'd I park?
Oh no, they hear me. They're judging.
Sorry,
100.
see where your thieves' tools are. There you go, 18. Fairly uncomplex lock. It seems pretty simple. You begin getting your thieves' tools in, and then something that hasn't really happened to you before ever happens. You're about to get exactly where you need to be when you feel that as if it was just unlocked anyway without you doing anything.
That's cursed.
Testing the handle. Yeah, it's open.
Let's go on in, boys.
Let's scurry on in.
All right. I'll open the door for you.
That was so movie.
Okay. What you see here looks like a drawing room, a place where after an evening of fun and revelry, people come in to unwind, to read maybe some books from the library, have a drink. Yes, there is stairs that lead downwards. More importantly, across the back wall here, there are very large portraits. Based on.
I want to check them out.
Okay. Make everybody in the room right now looking at the portraits. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. What you see is a big family portrait, very beautiful, above all of the other portraits, and you can see a mother and a father. You can see in total 3 daughters and 3 brothers. There's nobody else in the family there. Underneath them all are all personal portraits that are there. But some of them are really degraded or destroyed, or there's nothing to read. The first that you see seems to be the patriarch of the family. Heinrich Kettelberg. Right beside him, smiling, beautiful. Still, these portraits, surprisingly, the ones that you can see, are really well maintained. The label attached to hers is Florentine Kettelberg.
Is Florentine the one that I found out she's still in there?
What is people saying? What?
I said, is Florentine the wife, the one that I found out her body's still in the mansion?
Well, they never recovered her body.
Yeah, but I asked the green lady, and the green lady said that her corpse is still in the body.
Yes, she did say that.
Yeah.
No, the green lady said that there was no body, like they never had, there was no corpse. So very likely that it's still here. He looks like a vampire.
This whole family is cursed.
There are other portraits there. You see one for Katerina. You see one for Cordula, both the other daughters. You see one for Krista. But where the other 2 portraits have kind of just rotted away, Krista's looks like it was torn apart, ripped to shreds. You see Edgar, the silent boy from the church before his scars. And yeah, he was a handsome boy. He was smiling and bright and full of life, unlike how he is now. And you see one for Philip, aged 18. As you're looking at them, though, for those of you who made their wisdom saves, all of you failed. You watch as the temperature in the room just drops dramatically. You can, every breath you take, you can see your breath in the air.
Do we have salt?
I don't know, do you?
Do we have salt in our pockets? I need to know.
You You watch as the paintings that look to be in perfect form begin rapidly degrading. You see Florentine's portrait begins like it's kind of terrible to explain in a sense, but her body begins to like char, and bones begin to break and snap, and her throat begins to enlarge with tumors. It's the most horrible looking thing you've ever seen. Albert, you watch as his form, its hair begins falling away, its eyes sink deeper and deeper into its skull until it's just black pits. His fingers extend, his mouth curls open into his screen. Heinrich, you watch as his flesh begins to rot. It's a terrible, horrible thing to see. All three of you.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Take 11 psychic damage.
Wait, I take 11 psychic damage?
No, you weren't in the room at the time to see. You were investigating something else.
I should have definitely taken my potion. That goes with regular hit points, right?
Regular hit points, yeah. Elora wasn't in the room at the time, but seeing that you're really hurting now, Elora's going to spend some spell slots on you. Tells you to save the potions.
Thanks.
And she'll give you a second level cure wounds. Give me one sec. Struggling a little bit. Okay, so 10 total.
Okay.
To NIL, yeah. Looking back at the portraits now, they're just kind of all rotted and fallen away. You can still make out some details, but definitely not as good as you saw them before. Yet, the image is kind of burned into your head of who they were. No signature, just a little plaque with like a little nameplate underneath it.
I kind of want to go down those stairs.
I was gonna say, should we go downstairs?
Okay. Beginning to descend the stairs, there is what looks to be a very heavy iron door at the bottom.
Uh-oh.
Any lock, or is it?
Looks like there's definitely not one, but two keyholes.
Could I try my thieves' tools on that?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
All right, I'm gonna try it.
Go ahead, go for it.
I need a hero. I'm holding on for a hero.
16, you put your first thieves' tool in the lock, you twist, and you feel like you have the tumblers, but it's just not twisting. Then you look over at the other keyhole and very quickly put together, they need to be turned at the exact same time. And it requires two hands just to get this one lock done with these tools. So either you need the keys or you need somebody who's just as good with thieves' tools as you are.
I think it's literally just me. All right, so maybe we should search the rest of the house, see if we can find the keys.
Maybe we should go upstairs.
Brielle, after a second, kind of turns around and notices that Scout is not in the room.
Scout?
Now we go find Scout.
She whistles.
Nicolette's leaving right now and she's panicking.
Scout does not come back.
Alright, he's probably upstairs.
Love you, bye.
Bye, Nicolette, bye.
Nicolette's going into the house right now. I think she'll hop on, but like, yikes.
Yikes, what?
Because Scout is gone.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
Trying to go find Scout.
We should go upstairs. You could have gone upstairs. And that might be the place where we could find the keys.
Okay. You can kind of see through this broken down fireplace. There is a room on the other side. It's probably the locked door to the south that you didn't go through. But if you don't feel like going through the doors, you could try squeezing through the fireplace.
Squeezy, squeezy.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna flip through it.
Oh, everybody's going through? Jesus, okay. Aelith, you start squeezing through first. You kind of get jammed up with your weapon, but you boom out on the other side. 22, Anael, you're muscularly thick woman, so it's a little harder for you, but yeah, you just gotta push your way through.
Sick.
Elora heads south a little bit and just checks out the door over here and then just opens it because it's open. And she walks through.
Wasn't it locked before?
This one was. There's 2 doors.
Oh.
I'll bring Akave and Brielle along, who's looking for her dog. In this room, looks like it was once a very, very large dining room to entertain guests. There's a large stage back up here. Looks like they might have put on shows every now and then. You guys don't know a lot about the Cattlebergs. You kind of came into this house with not a lot of investigatory history behind it. So there's not a lot to learn, see, or say that, you could say, oh yeah, I remember when somebody told me this. There's a lot of mysteries here. The runes of the table are pretty obvious. You look up and there is a giant hole where the second floor kind of is. Everybody go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. I'll do it for Brielle and you.
Thank you.
That's a 20 for Brielle.
+1 for Akave.
That is a natural 1 for Akave.
Are you fucking?
Damn.
I'm not. So 20 saves, 14 fails, 23 saves, natural 1 fails, and I'll do Elora as well.
This ring ain't doing shit.
Wait, I failed?
Yeah, you failed.
Shit.
You guys are in here, and everyone can distantly hear the sounds of glasses tinking, people muttering, kind of like, well, actually, I think I have something.
Kind of like the party hall in Haunted Mansion.
I think I got something. Hold on. You'll definitely have to turn this one up.
Turn up for what?
General clinking, odd, strange sounds, distant sounds of people talking. Nothing that you can distinctly make out. And then really chillingly, beautifully haunting music begins emanating right from the area where Aelith is standing. Now, Aelith failed, Anael failed, and Akave failed. And the 3 of you begin looking at each other as this music begins playing, and then, swept up in the moment, the 3 of you just begin dancing.
Oh, shit.
Just dun, 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 dun. Fairly synchronized, all 3 of you begin immediately doing some kind of waltz. Dun, 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 dun,
Who's gonna slap us out of it?
What do you guys do?
I just hear Christian.
What do you guys want to do?
Someone slap me.
Oh my god.
No, you guys don't feel like anything's wrong. Aelith, Anael, and Akave currently don't have any control over themselves or their bodies.
You think there's something like that?
All you know is you're being swept up by how beautiful this is, and you're appreciating it. Never heard music like this before.
I'm listening to the Haunted Mansion music and it just makes perfect sense.
Okay, Anael, Savari, what are you guys gonna do?
I What can we possibly do? Can we
I
stop
can't just stop dancing.
Well, what do you throw some ideas out? What would you do in this situation?
Why?
Cry? Yeah,
I'll,
fair.
like, dance
You
my
said-
way over to like a post and try to like stop.
Oh, actually, technically, it's only Servari right now because we don't have Brielle to chime in. You don't have any control over your body, Anael. That was my fault. But Servari, you do.
Can I run over there and stop them?
Okay, who are you running up to first?
Closest to me is Anael, so I guess I'll run to her.
Okay, you run over to her and you grab her by the shoulders and you begin shaking, and immediately she turns to you and smiles and grabs you as well and begins trying to dance with you.
Okay, I'm backing the fuck away
Okay,
now.
you rip out of her grip and she just kind of shrugs and back to the dance.
What a freak. What a goddamn freak.
Just pacing through the wreckage of the room, all three of them just Do you want to try something else?
Slap us.
I don't
Like
know.
smack, maybe?
Maybe a nice smack?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
run up and whack right across her face. And you can see the bright red mark where you stung her, and she's like, ow, grabs her face for a second, and then right back to it.
Motherfucker!
She was shaken for a second. Might need something stronger than just a slap.
Wait a
Do
minute.
psychological damage.
No.
Should I tell her she's adopted? Will that work?
Elora is gonna head over. Elora's gonna make an Arcana check real quick. 20's pretty good.